Right, so I already started, did the npm start to run my application here. So currently we have let's log in as Shiju, so I should have the profile ready, the website is ready, and in the website I also should be see all my pages here. Right, the page part is also finished. And next thing is when I click on the page, I want to show my widget list, and this is what I'm going to do today. Show the list of my widgets. So this is our project. In app.js, we should have all the data for our widgets in here, in all the widgets. So they all have the same page ID, page 321, 321, 321, 321. That is the post 1 here. This is the post 1 pages we have here. So when I click the post 1, should be able to see the widgets. Other page should be empty because then they do not have any default widgets there. All right. Let's keep going here. So first thing we're gonna need to do is to import the widget list page here. Yeah, today we're just gonna working on the widget list. So it's gonna be widgets, pages, import widget list from / components / widgets folder and the widget list. Missing a lot of semicolon here. I think that's because that's auto imported by something. Right, so here we imported the widget list, and let's go ahead ending it into the route, right, into a routing. We have down to the bottom route. Yeah, we're gonna head ending the one for the widget list. So route exact path of it is I have it here. It should be /user /uid website /wid /page /pid and /widget. So we know which widget and which page it is. It will show all the widgets for this page. And we have the similar syntax here. Where's my mouse? So we have a render, rendering the props, and returns us the widget list, and with all the props and the widgets is equal to the start state the widgets by passing the widgets to the component and close the tag. Right, just creating the route for it. All right. So let's take a look of the page we have there. It should be something like that. This is just the old pages with the dummy data we have there. Why the button is on left? Supposed to be the right. I'm gonna fix it. Alright, so let's take a look of app.js we have here. App.js. I think it is on the left because I missed some CSS codes, but it's fine. Widget list. Again, we're gonna have to fix all the links, fix all the class, and like a form if we have any. So import link from React router DOM. It's going to help us to route around. And Ctrl F, fix other class equal into class name equal. Alright, should be alright. Alright, so now let's start fixing all the links onto the link tag. First one. Excuse me. The first one here is a chevron left. It's back button to go back. So you should go back to the page we come from, which is page list. So 2 slash user. Okay, I need those IDs first. Like the user ID, the website ID, so we know which page we should go back to. So let's create state to store the UID, WID, and the PID. Those are IDs we need. And in the component did mount, we are going to initialize the value of those things. So this the state UID is equals to this the props the match the params, right? With I forget how to write it. Let's just take a look of the pages we did yesterday. Match prompts the UID. Yeah, just this part here. Just copy that. We've done this many times. There's a website. No, widget list here. That's for UID, and keep going for the WID. This is for WID and the PID. Right. Some copy and paste, and we initialize the value for those IDs, so we can using them inside here. Again, we're going to do a destructuring here, constant, UID, WID, and PID. They are all from the start state. So for this one, we're going to using the backticks. Right. So slash user slash $UID slash website slash $WID slash page and the PID. Actually, no, doesn't have PID. I think this is page list. Yeah, let's pass for the page list. All right, keep going. This one just be a span, won't do anything. It's the name of it. Next one is the plus sign. The plus sign should go to widget chooser. So let's go to check it, change it to link, and href change it to so user, that's UID, website, WID, page, PID, and the widget and new. Right, this is the widget chooser's path. You can find this path in the assignment requirement. Keep moving on. Yeah, this is my container. So here are all my components, all my not component. I mean all my widgets. A lot of widgets here. I'm gonna skip this for now. Directly go to the footers. Link. I think that's the last thing we left here. 2 slash user slash UID. This is a user icon. Right. So the links are fixed. Let's go back to my list of widgets here. Let's see how we're gonna fix them. So I do not, obviously I do not have to write those widgets one by one. We're going to do a map here to check in what we have in our FJS and just render them one by one using a loop. So what are we gonna do here? We're gonna again just leave the first one here and get rid of the rest of it. Maybe actually just leave this for now because I may forget how to write it. Just comment them all out. Those widgets, comment them out. It's a lot of them. From here to here, I believe. That's all the widgets. F12. Finding arrows. Nope. Nice. So comment everything out as comments. Alright, so yep. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna use the map to loop through all the widgets we have there, and for each widget, because like now those widgets are they're all different. Like we have like the heading widget, image widget, and YouTube widget. And so like if it's a heading widget, we'll render it like a heading. If it's an image, we'll render image on the page. If it's a YouTube, we'll render a YouTube video on the page. So it's going to be different. So we're going to check in if that is like, so for the first widget, if that's a heading, then we'll render it as a heading. If that's a YouTube, we'll render it as YouTube. So it's going to have to check it every time in the map. We may be using something like a switch case to check in what case it is. If that is a heading, we'll render it like a heading. All right, let's go ahead and do it here. So put curly brace here so we can write JavaScript code inside HTML. So we're going to say this props, the widgets. Actually, sorry, I forgot to do it again. We need to filter out, looking for all the widgets belongs to this page. Before I do that, we're going to do a filter widgets, just like we do for the filter website or filter pages. So we're going to do a filter widgets. Filter widgets. Right, the filter widgets is going to first let's create a state here that we need. It's a widgets. It's going to be just array. Alright. So it's going to take the properties of all the widgets and filter it out. So what we're going to do is this let me think about it. We will need the widget ID here. Actually, not only the page ID here to know which page it is. And then use this page to filter it out. To filter stuff, we can using this props the filter. Yeah. Let's see. Constant widgets is equal to this props the widgets the filter. We do a filter on all the widgets we have here. And what we do again, widgets takes a filter takes a function. I'm gonna check for all the widgets we have inside it. We check. It's not we check. We only want to keep the ones doesn't have the actually has the PID equal to the page ID. So we need this. That's not widget. So widget the page ID is equals to the PID we have there. Those are the ones we want to keep. Is that called page ID? Let me double check about it. So in the list we have here is called page ID. Yeah. So page ID should be equals to the current page's ID, and then those are things we want to keep. So do the set state. Widgets is equal to this widgets, just widgets. Yeah. So widgets is equal to widgets. So just left side and right side are the same. So I can get rid of the right. Just for writing a shortcut, only have the left side. Right. So you're gonna write it like that, but like when the left side and the right side are the same, you can just read in the shortcut for it. Alright, and then we're gonna call this function in the component did mount. We're gonna make that a asynchronous function, and wait for this one to finish first, and then do the filter widgets. Pass in this the PID into it. Now this is state the PID to do it. State the PID, and this one is this. So this is going to help us filter out all the widgets we need there. Right. So that's it for the filter widgets. And in the constructor, I also want to get in all the widgets from the state. Right. So let's go back to the container we have here. So we're gonna say the widgets, the map. Right. Those are all the widgets we have here to a map. And then it takes a function that's gonna ask us, how do you want to map it? For each widget I have here, and we are going to do a couple things here to check it. Check it if that if that is a heading widget, image widget, or the YouTube widget. Let's say switch. Well, switch depends on the widget, the type. Right. So in here, widget type, widget type is heading, image, heading, YouTube. So we can know that what it is. So it's actually going to be widget, the widget type. That is the field is called. Switch depends on the widget type. Yep. And put curly brace here. Right, so for the case, when that is equals to heading, and what we want to do. And for the case of image, what do we want to do. And for the case of YouTube, what do we want to do. So different cases. Alright, so when it is heading, we want to return a kind of like a div here. Returns a div. And the div of this heading. So this is how we used to write it. Let me just copy this part, and I think we need to modify it a little bit. This is a heading part, heading widget we used to have. Get rid of the. Sorry, yeah, we have to fix the indent a little bit. Alright, so this is the heading widget. So let's say I'm just gonna put a link here. Instead of I, I'm gonna have a link, and this is going to go to the. This is going to go to the widget edit. We do not have widget edit page yet. We're gonna do it tomorrow, but today just let's fix this link here. It's gonna be to the link of the widget edit. It's to slash user slash UID slash website slash WID. Actually, oh, sorry, the UID should be $UID, WID $WID, and the page slash $PID, and the widget, and the widget edit should be this widget the underscore ID. This is the widget ID we have here for this widget. Remember, we're in the map. We're doing this one for this current widget. And if it bars here, this bar, you can just make it as a span for now. Just make this bar as a span for now. Later we're gonna change this one working. Right now just leave it as span. This is for the heading, and I think we're getting an error here. filter widget is not a function. Filter widgets, missing S here in the function on the top. Filter widgets. Right, so see, those are the heading widgets we have here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Are they all welcome? Let me see. Actually not. Oh yeah, I need to give them the correct syntax here. So we do this, go down here for the, that is for the cog. And here we have the H1 here is welcome, but it's not always going to be H1. It's going to check in what size it is. So here I think we need another switch case here to check in if that is what the case is, like if it's H1, H2, or H3. So it's not going to be always welcome. So switch. Is that how you write switch? I kind of forget. Yeah, switch. So inside here, we're going to switch depends on the widget dot size. Right? So widget all have different sizes here. If that's heading widgets, that's kind of a little bit annoying here. So switch. Switch, depends on the size, and switch. All right, so for the case, size equal to 1, we want to return the H1 and with widget dot text. Right? Size, yeah. What's wrong with this? Why does it have this color here? Expression expected. What is wrong here? Let's try to do it. Let's redo it. It's div, and we want to do a switch here. I cannot do switch here. Why? This is how I use the right switch, right? SWITCH, and put in what I want to switch with. I want to switch with the widget size. Expression expected. What does that mean? Case 1. Return H1 with a widget the text. Yeah, text. I'm getting some error here. Unexpected token. What does that mean here? It should be correct. Why you are not happy about here this? How about if? Also not work. expand this widget, and here was welcome. This should be definitely going to be widget.text, and I cannot use switch. What if I just use let's say widget.size equals to 1, and I will do that. Let me just try and see if I can use an if here. Seems like I can use the if here. So that means I should be able to use in switch as well. Let me fix that. Finish that. Widget.text, or maybe not. Yeah, I'm not able to use an if, so I guess we're just gonna using the syntax here. So we're gonna use internal operator here, I guess. So widget the size is equals to 1. Why am I not able to use that? Let me think about it. Because that's in a map. I'm just gonna use it this way. So if that equal to 1, then we'll render h1 with a widget dot text. Right, and it's gonna copy this one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So size equal to 2, equal to 3, equal to 4, equal to 5, equal to 6. And then when you get to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that means when size equal to 1, we show h1. Size equal to 2, we show h2. We're using add here. It's just a direct ways to say like when this is true, we show that. When size equal to 4, then we show h4. Size equal to 5, we show h5. Size equal to 6, show h6. So we got nothing here. What?
There are h6 setting?
I'm more confusing right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These they are numbers, they're not strings. So it's going to be number 1, not string 1. Because I'm checking the type of them as well. 4, 5, 6. And now it should work. Yeah. So that's I'm getting all the text here. Let's float this icon to the right. I don't know why they are on the left. Should be on the right. Absolute right. I should have the absolute right CSS. I don't know why I don't have it anymore. Let's create that here. Absolute right. You should have that in your CSS. I think it's position absolute, and make it right 15 pixel. Back to the right side. Here we go. And I'm getting arrows that each child should have a key. So let's give a key to it. Where's my switch map? Map here. Let's see if we can give it a key, which is just widget the ID. Let's keep going. So this is just the the heading widgets. Moving to the image and YouTube, we're going to do the same thing. We already have the heading. We can get rid of this one. And this is another heading. Let's also delete that. This is an image. All right, I'm going to copy this code here to create an image. So this is what's going to be returned. Put it here and fix the indent. Have a long file here, and it has key is also equals to widget.id. Well, we have div. I'm gonna copy the icon part, just make it easier. The icon is here to here. It's 2 icons. Actually, you can also write it by yourself. Maybe that's even easier. Copy is confusing a little bit. So we have the absolute right icon with the first one is cog icon. Go to the widget edit, the same thing. And we have a span here. Let's go to the. It just doesn't do anything yet. It's a bar there. All right. After that, we have the. Oops, the indent is not correct here. We have the image, right? Image has class name, have a source and art. I think the source is supposed to be the. Let me see what attribute we have here. We have the width. We also have the URL here. URL should be the source. URL should be the source. Art we can leave that empty. The source should be equals to widget the URL. Right, right now I should be able to see the images at least. Yeah, I see the images here. And also I need to apply the current size of it. So we're gonna see the width is equal to widget the width. So it's still 100%, but if I change the app.js, change the width here into like 50%, it should be changed to 50%. Yeah, it does. So it's reading my data here. If I mention 50%, it's going to be 50%. All right. That's it for the image. And the next thing we have there should be the YouTube. So yeah, this time I'm not I don't want to copy it, just make it me confusing. It's just using write by ourselves. Return a div. Returns a div. That's and inside it, I also need to copy the icon. I don't want to write the icon again. That is the icon. Also, this one need to has a key equals to widget the ID. And after the icon, we need the iframe, which is this is the image. You can delete that. This is a heading, H5 heading, not U. This is H3. That's also a heading. This is iframe. Right, this is iframe. So I'm going to copy this small part here. This is the YouTube we're looking for. Put it in here. Fix indent. So iframe, I'm going to get rid of the height and the width. I don't think they're going to work. We'll create a really long file. The source again is going to be widget the ID. Oh, sorry, a URL, not ID, which is a URL. And now I should be able to see the YouTube videos here. Maybe not. Some error here. Okay, so it's giving me some warnings. I mean, it's asking me like a frame border should be using the camel case. Same thing for the allow full screen. It should be a camel case, just required by the React. And allow full screen should be the S should be also be capitalized. Just some requirements warning here. What's wrong with this video? Refuse to display it. Let's try another YouTube video, see if that's because of the video. I don't think that's because of the video. I don't know why it doesn't allow me to. Let's go to my channel, looking for email videos there. Like this one. So copy the video URL and put that inside here. App.js, where is my URL? Widget here, YouTube. URL is here. Let's put it here. Still not working. Refuse display. YouTube doesn't allow me to connect it. Because it sets X frame options to same arranging. What? Right. So let's fix that later. So one thing I forget here is I need to make the index of it. I can make it bigger, so it's gonna be in front of the video. Yeah. And also the size of it should depends on the size I give it to it. So this time I'm gonna add in the size for the div. I'm gonna see the width of it. Actually, the width is not gonna work. We'll have to see the style of it. And the width is equal to the widget the width. So it's 100%. If I change that value into 50%, it's into 50%. Yes. Few other things we need to fix, like some warnings here. Line 51, expect to return the value at the end of arrow function. Line 51. Line 51. This one. I think it's expecting me to have a default case here. I think that's what it wants me to have. Let's try to put the default case here. And it's just put a return here, just returns nothing. It just wanted me to return something, I believe. Yep. Line 107. iframe must have a unique title. So let's give a title here. Just using the widget the ID as its title. Doesn't matter. That's just as long as it's unique. Arrow function expect return value in line 118. What? Returns a value. Let's just returns a div, empty div here. Then is that something gonna work? Here we go. And the video is not showing. It's maybe because we need to do something actual. Alright, I'm gonna take a look at this one and let you know how to fix that. So that's it for the widget list. It's taking other widgets we have in app.js and using switch cases to change depends on the what type of it is it, right? So again, I'm gonna share the videos in the YouTube, and then you can just take a look at that. And for this arrows here about the videos, I'll take a look at that.